In this video today, I'm going to show you how to get rid of the suckers on your crepe myrtles. So I absolutely love crepe myrtles because of many different reasons. They come in various sizes, different color blooms, they're easy to grow, they're low maintenance, they're drought tolerant, and pretty disease and insect resistant. But if there's one problem with crepe myrtles, it is the suckers that come shooting out of the bottom of your tree trunks. Let me explain a little bit of why that happens. Crepe myrtles really are large shrubs. We're the ones that prune them into small trees. Now, eventually, in the wild, naturally, they would turn into a tree themselves because those bottom branches would shade the interior and eventually it would just keep putting growth on the top. And those bottom branches would eventually cease to exist or be needed. But we prune up crepe myrtles, so we limb them up to make them look like trees. And because of that, sometimes you'll end up with a scenario like this, where you've got suckers shooting out of the bottom of your tree trunks. The tools that you'll need for this job today are a pair of hand pruners, bypass hand pruners, a pair of bypass loppers is my favorite tool for this job, and then maybe some sucker stopper or sucker punch to take care of those suckers in the future. Now, they can come in two different ways. Sometimes you'll see them coming straight out of the trunk of the tree at the base where above the soil, and then other times you'll see them coming from below the soil. So what I like to do sometimes if they're big and tall and they've got a lot of overgrowth, I'll just chop them back just to get it out of my way a little bit. And then what I'll do is I'll start with the ones that are attached to the actual trunk. You want to get these as close as you possibly can. Sometimes if it's been treated over years, you'll have kind of a knotty looking thing at the bottom where they didn't really cut it close enough. You could take this, I would do it in the winter and cut it back severely and get it nice and tight up against the trunk. But you can just cut these off and then you can go on the ones that are in the ground that are underneath the soil. You want to go under the soil a little bit. That's why I like these lopping shears, because you want to go down deep and cut it out. It's pretty simple. If you ever wanted to, you could use a sucker stopper. You would have to wait for the regrowth to occur at about 6 to 8 inches. That's when you would want to spray it, and basically it just stunts that growth. But it's a pretty easy process. You got to keep at it. Eventually it will go away. Sucker stopper helps, but really the best practice is to prune them as close to the trunk or underneath the soil as much as possible and get them while they're young. It's easier when they're smaller. Hope this video helps you get rid of the suckers on your crepe myrtles. It's a pretty easy process, just stick with it. Leave some comments below, let us know if it worked for you, and we'll see you in the next video.